this man is an incredible actor who sings. He's hell of a dancer. He has a magical personality that makes you want to just hang around him. And he has been in a TV show that has received 3 Emmys, or I don't know how many nominations. Anyway, let's get to him, Mr. John Tucker. John Tucker! How are you, my friend?
I'm good.
Good. I love your chimes up there.
Thank you.
It's great. I love chime. I have a little chime in the kitchen, so when I'm like stressed, I just go bing, and it like.
Wow.
So, when did you know you wanted to be an actor?
I had actually joined a acting class when I was in junior high school. It was called the Inside Out Community Showcase.
Oh, cool.
And I was around 15 years old when I joined that. When I joined that class, and they taught me how to be on stage, front, to be on stage, front and center, speak loud and also clear. And this is way before I got into Mary Wing's class with the Bone Jack players.
Right. Which is where you and I met, right?
Yeah, when you met, yeah. And so I was in this other class when I was in junior high school. And I just completely, and I completely just enjoyed being in that class.
Yeah.
And it was great. We had so much fun. We did improv. We did so many acting scenes that you can just name. So it was really fun.
Now, what came first for you? What did you enjoy first? Was it singing? Was it acting, dancing? Because I know you're like a triple threat.
Yeah, I was. It was dancing. I remember I was 6 years old when I started to dance.
Are you sure you did? I think you were dancing in the womb. You danced out of the womb.
Kind of in a way, but I was dancing with because back in the day I had 3 sisters, yeah, all together, and one of them was so talented, and I was with her every other day. We were so bad. We used to like just dance so much, run around the house. And we was always into music, me and my sister both. And the one sister I'm talking about, that would be the one who actually passed away. That was Tunant. We were so bad. We used to sneak out of the house and get junk food. So it was.
What's your favorite junk food?
Oh God, a lot of them. We used to get donuts, cakes, sodas, and I'm not talking about those little small bottles. We're talking about those big ones.
You're right.
Yeah, so it was really fun, and she was the only one that was talented in the family.
Well, she wasn't the only one, because look at you.
Yeah, but actually for me though, I learned my talent from her.
Oh.
She was the first one, so.
I love that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first song that just like made you want to groove?
The first song that made me want to groove, I remember it was my girl Missy, and I got introduced to her from my cousin on my father's side. She used to have this when her first album came out, it was Super Duper Fly, and we used to dance to it. And then that was Missy. And then the first minute song I was dancing to was Salt and Pepper. It was Soup. And me and my grandmother, my mother's mother, we used to dance together, and we used to have so much fun back in the day.
Oh my God. You know, I mean, it's really, family is so important, and I've met so many of your family members, and it's just, it makes me, you know, just being around all of you makes me feel like I don't want to butt into your family, but I feel sort of like family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you actually met my sister before.
I think so.
Yeah, my second sister before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And now, how long were you with Born to Act, and what was it about Born to Act players and Mary Ray's?
Well, I was like in my 10 years, so I was like 15 years old.
Right.
I joined Born to Act players after I left high school. You know, I mean, sorry, when I was in high school.
Oh, in high school.
Yeah, yeah, and I remember because when I first joined, Debbie, this is so much funny.
Did you freeze? You froze. Are you frozen? That's okay, John. Let's see. Are you frozen? It just like completely froze. Right when you were getting a. Oh wait, there it comes. Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, tell me about that wonderful story again.
So basically, I met you there at Born to Act Players, and you did a scene. The scene was you had to kill. I mean, I guess it was like a janitor or something, and you had to go and kill a little spider in the bathroom.
Right. Oh, the Woody Allen scene, Annie Hall.
Yeah, and hard. I remember that. I remember that. It was so much fun, and it was just hilarious.
Well, thank you. I have to say that working with you at Born to Act Players was a joy, because you always, even back then, you've always had this magic for improv, and you know, you came up with stuff. I'm going to jump ahead for a second, because I remember you on the set of the wonderful show that we did, Love You More, in Canada. And oh no, are you frozen again? Oh no! Why is it freezing, Johnny? Oh, there you are. I remember Love You More, and you have so much depth to the characters you play, and at the same time you have fun and you bring your own life to them, which makes you spectacular.
Yeah, I think it's because when I went to the Timberweed first, I needed to know the background story for that character. So I went to the Timberweed, and they told me about the character's background and what he was like, and so I was just like, okay, cool, you know. So I knew his background, I knew what he was, you know, is, and I just went with it, and it was fun. It was so much fun to play that character.
Doggies, mister.
And no bowling until after morning meeting. And now before the new resident gets here.
Strike!
Hey, where's Max?
No, Paul.
Strike!
Oh, good one.
You know what's up, lady.
Now, come on, let's go. Morning meeting. Come on, let's go.
Thank you. Excuse me, mister.
All right, TV off, TV off, TV off.
Oh, no.
Everybody calm down.
Michael Llewellyn won't be into work today because it's...
Writing!
I know I did, Michael, but as we discussed already, sometimes things happen that you don't expect.
Lucky boo.
Guys, I'm on the phone.
Good one.
Yes, I understand.
Follow me into the kitchen. I used to sit right here until I get my own private residence. I'm the Jane Berger success story.
She's a hamburger success story.
That's David.
Hamburger.
He thinks he's funny. That's Jerry. He's David's audience.
Everyone calls me Big D.
Nobody calls him Big D.
Big D, hand him a potato.
See, she calls me Big D. Who am I? Wait. Just one and Droopy, hey,
Oh,
Droopy,
Karen!
hey, I said Droopy, I got a Droopy, hey, I got a Droopy.
High five!
Whoa!
It's just a bra.
Everybody, duh. We actually had to fly to Canada.
Yes, yes, you
It
did.
was like when I first stepped out there, it was freezing cold, and I was like, man. But when I went down and saw I had my own trailer,
I remember.
and I was like, yo, that's really crazy. That's cool.
Well, you deserve your own trailer. In fact, I was just thinking, it's like they should make a show that's like Big D. That's what it should be called, starring John Tucker.
The Big D show. That's really cool.
And you'll have to bring me on the set, yes?
Most definitely. You be the first one.
Oh, thank you. I'll keep you to that. And what a cast that show had.
I know. I think my favorite one is the music video with a Blizzard when she was singing Big something. I was like, oh God, that was so crazy.
Oh my God. Bridget Everett, huh?
Yeah, Blizzard David. It was really fun. And so when I think it was me and Luke, we didn't have nothing to say. Only one thing we're gonna say was the potatoes of her.
Well, you improvised that, didn't
I
you?
did.
You just went, and it was brilliant. Again, you're so in the moment, and you go with the flow of it, and then the director can tweak you, and then you'll allow it to breathe, and that's why you're so castable, is because the director can cast an actor who brings such life to it, and what a good cast too, huh?
It was, and most of them I knew from the Bone Jack players.
Right.
They were there too, so it was really good to see them.
And
But yeah, I knew Luke from the TV show that he did with Mr. Marks. That was this what's it called? It was on ABC.
American Teenager, Life of American.
Yeah. So I knew him.
Watch the face. Look at it be. Oh, whoa. Thank you. One second. Casey, stick your hand behind Luke. So you're kind of North Pole. There it is. North
Yeah, I mean that. I wish they would like come out with that show, because it was. I mean, they did for Amazon, but they should keep on going. I'm going to jump now to your singing career. I mean,
Yes.
ooh, how many albums do you have?
Only one. One came out.
One came out, but you're in the works for a second, right?
I am, yes. I'm working on my second album right now. Right now, I'm not really in the recording studio booth yet, because of the virus. The virus is here now.
Yeah, we got to be careful.
Yeah, we got to be careful. So we're going to wait till the virus comes down and then completely gone. And that way I can get back in the recording studio. I got one of my friends. He is doing some beats for me. His name is DJ Him. He's a really good person, and he came up with some different beats for the album. So I'm looking forward to going back and work with him.
Now, what's the first album called, and what is the second album going to be called?
The first album was JT, The Project. And the main reason I named that album because a lot of people would call me JT from my neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then I PASW. That was called me JT. So I decided to name the album JT, The Project. And then I went on to name the second album Pizzo.
What? Pizzo?
Yes, Pizzo. One of my neighbor, she's so crazy. She always called me Pizzo. So she got everybody in my neighborhood call me Pizzo, and I'm like, that's pretty cool. Like I was thinking about just the other day, Pizzo, and I'm like, I like that name, Pizzo. So that will be my second album name. It's gonna be called Pizzo.
I love it. I love it. I love how you could come up with songs right off the top of your head, like when you were on the other show when we had Jonah Bleckman on.
Oh yeah.
That was, I mean, you just came up with those, and that wonderful, wonderful Michael Carbonaro,
Oh yeah.
the Magic Man. But you just can come up with songs like right off the top of your head.
Check that booty booty, check that booty booty, check that booty booty, check that booty booty to the left now, to the right now. Now back it up, now double low. Check that booty booty, check that booty booty, check that booty booty, check that booty booty to the left now, to the right now. Now back it up, now double low. You know how we do it, keep it real now. JT so fly, now. I'ma tell you how I do it, how I do it. I take my booty cause you know I can't really do it. See me on the dance floor, on the dance floor. Take my booty, you know. Take that booty, take that booty, take that booty, take that booty.
I know. I have a David. When I tell you this, I have a crazy mind.
But you know, a good crazy mind is good.
Yes.
As long as it's a good crazy mind, you know.
Yes. So it is.
But you mentioned Performing Arts Studio West. What is it about the family that is Performing Arts Studio West?
Well, it was crazy because, you know, we had so many classes. We had the acting class with you, obviously, with Miss Diana Jordan, and y'all taught me how to speak my mind. And then you started that other class, the advanced class for us, and that was a really good extra thing that you had in mind. And then we had the music class with Josepe and Alex and Alex, and I just went with it. It was really great because music was my first passion.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had to do the music class. And then the other passion was dance. So I had it was
Lindsay.
with Lindsay and Jocelyn.
Yes.
So it was crazy. You know, we was everywhere.
Now, how long have you been at Performing Arts Studio West?
I was there when I was 18. I was 18 years old when I started there.
What was that, last year?
Was it last year?
No, what I'm saying is you look so young. It's like, wait a minute, 18? You're 19 now, right?
No, I am 33. I've been there since, I think it was 10 years. Yeah, I was 18 years old when I started there. I was there when Teresa Campbell was there.
Okay.
Yeah, Teresa Campbell was there when I started there. And also Miss Daniel was there and Raymond Parker.
Yeah.
He was there, so that's when I started there.
Wow. You've got a history at all of these places, Performing Arts Studio West, Born to Act Players.
Yeah.
And
it was so funny too. I think I was the second John there. Because John Pages was already there. So he was the first John. I was the second John.
He's the creator of it, of course.
Yeah.
Thank God he created that. I've always loved working with you. You again, you know, I'm repeating myself a little, but not really, because you bring so much to your acting, your dancing, and you really it shows that you really want to polish yourself. You really want to get to that next level.
It's crazy.
And then, and I mean, going to the next level, I mean, you're teaching your own dance class right now, aren't you?
Yes, I am. I was teaching dance class with my dance company that I'm part of, and
Right.
that was called it was called Straight Up Abilities, and yeah, yes, yeah, the dance company was called Straight Up Abilities. But my dance teacher, her name is Robin Olive,
Right.
and she started a company for people, young adults with a disability program. And so she travels everywhere, and I would go with her. And so she started a dance class on Zoom,
Mm-hmm.
and she wanted me to teach a hip hop dance class.
So
So
you do this, is this open to the public, or do they have to register with them, or?
um, I think I know I think it's open for the public,
Okay. Okay, that's good.
It's on Zoom, and she has classes like the acting classes, the dance class, the cooking class.
Right. Now,
Because
what is the thrill that you have, you know, because you enjoy dancing, we know that, but what is the thrill about you teaching dance?
well, I basically I did like every week, every Monday was my class,
Yeah.
and it was fun because I could come up with some creative dance moves for them to do. I would start off as uh, I would start with the warm up exercise a little bit,
Yeah.
get them pumped up a little bit, and then from there I would go straight into the dance choreography that I would make up on my own.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And I
it was
think that's, I love it. You know, you allow yourself, you're so busy, and you allow yourself to go to that next step. You fill yourself, you fill your life up with so many different things, and then you're open to going through that next door of creating. Um, and we should talk, of course, about your series that went on for 5 seasons, right?
yeah, born this way, yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
What, what was it about Born This Way?
Born this way was because you know what? This is a fun fact.
Yeah.
Did you know that I knew? I mean, did you know I knew E- uh, Elena and Kelly Roosevelt from the program on
Right.
PSW? We knew each other for a very long time,
Yeah.
and when we got, and so what happened was the I went to the audition, and you know what's so funny too, because I heard it from a very, very special friend.
Yeah.
Her name is Jessica Morgan.
Oh, wow. I didn't know Jessica told you about that.
She told me about that, yes.
Oh, she's
She,
talk about a wonderful actress.
yes, she had called me and said that they were having some auditions for a TV pilot. And I said, oh, that's really cool. So she said that, well, John, it'd be great for this TV pilot that, they, that you're trying to put together. And I said, okay. So I went to the audition, and I met with the producers, the directors, and we met them and we talked, we socialized,
Yeah.
and next thing you know it, a snap, I start to, and then for a snap, I start to rap. I rap for them, and they were like waving, whoa, like okay. So and then I think so. Then I went back. Went back. I had like a little car back.
Yeah.
Went back and we had to and we went back. They met with my family, and they were like, and next thing you know, they were like, we like John's personality. We like John's. we like John style, and he's a swagger. So, and we like him. So we want John to be on the show. And I said, okay.
The doctors had told my mom that I'll be Down syndrome, and so the doctors asked her if she wanted to have a abortion of me.
When I found out from the doctors after the amniocentesis, they first said it was a boy, and then they said Down syndrome. Don't expect a lot. He will never be an asset to society. He will never be a productive citizen. Those are the words they tell you. You know, all negative. I just said, no, John is gonna be my child. I will take care of him. He has Down syndrome, but it's not gonna limit him.
Even though I'm Down syndrome, it didn't really matter because my mother, she said, no, I'm gonna keep this child. This is my son we actually talking about. And she sacrificed and she kept me. And I mean, I could be out there dead. Your parents had given birth to you, they wanted you as their own child, they loved you, they cared for you, and everything that you have now is very special. I'm here, I'm alive, I'm human, and that's what we need to know. We are humans. We have to like just stick together and stay together and be the person that we are, because that's what God made us to be.
Yeah, yeah. And 5 years in that. Followed you for
5 years. Yes, and it was so funny too because most of the fans that know us, when we wrapped up with the fifth season, they would keep asking us, "When's the show coming back?
right.
When's Bones will come back?" And we was like, "We don't know." We like, we keep telling them we don't know because,
Right.
you know.
Well, I mean, the cast is, I mean, it was a perfect casting for that show. It was, I mean, it was a family in its own, wasn't it?
It was. Most definitely, because basically, I think like everybody had their own little. And then, what?
Okay.
Oh my freaking God. Yes. I was just talking about you, girl. Really? I was just talking about you, Sarpay.
Look who else is
guys.
here.
Hey, David. Hey, John.
Hey!
Hi. Oh my God, this is so cool.
What up, John?
I see the family's here, huh?
Not too fast.
Hey guys.
Hey, Rachel.
Hey Christina. I'm coming to your house,
Hey,
Christina.
Elena. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Christina.
Hey,
Hey, Steve.
Steve.
What's you?
Hey Angel. Hey Christina.
What's up?
Hey.
Surprise, John!
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, y'all.